All right, welcome to High Vibe TV. This is episode number 11. And today I have a special guest. This is Roberto Suarez. He lives in Bogotá, Colombia, and he's married to a woman who goes way back in my life when I was a young child. This woman right here, she's Regina, 11. She was touring of all places through the Midwest, offering courses on metaphysics and how to em- uh, enhance your mind, I guess, or I'm not really sure how to characterize it because I was only 5 years old at the time. But anyway, my mother took the classes, and when all was said and done, her three girls were living with us for 3 years, a year and a half. So I got to know them quite well. I got to learn about places outside of the United States, which wasn't so common in the Midwest back then. But anyway, all these years they've been like these mysterious friends in Colombia that I did visit them, what was it, about 15 years ago. And but they're just down there and we're up here. And anyway, today I finally got one of them who had a little bit of time. Roberto, how long have you been married to Lucelena now?
Almost 40 years.
Four
Uh,
years?
40.
Oh, has it been that long?
Uh-huh.
Wow. It's hard to believe that 40 years has gone by. And here we are. Wow, I didn't realize it was that long. Um, well, anyway, Lucelena couldn't be here today, but Roberto is here to tell us all about what goes on in other parts of the world as far as spirituality. And he's going to tell us about the history of Regina 11, who started a foundation called Saurología.
Saurología, yes.
Saurología. And what does Saurología mean?
Yes, Saurología or Saurology is the win is the knowledge of the people that are disciples of Regina 11. So Regina 11, she's a master in metaphysics or the power of mind. And there are 10 different masters around the world, maybe in China, maybe in Japan, they are alive. And Regina is the master of masters. So they she's a master because she has a lot of reincarnations. So she's very old in her spirit. That's why she's a master. And when the person is so old in his or her spirit, they have powers like levitation, like they can do trances or put the spirit outside the body. And she's a clairvoyant also, and she has a lot of powers, and she has communications with other people from the other planets and um, other spiritual levels. So she's a master. She received information from those people, and she transmits the knowledge to us. So we can develop the powers of mind, and we can accelerate our evolution, because we are here in this planet to develop our spirits. And one day, when you are reincarnating a lot, uh, you have a lot of lives. You were woman and man, several reincarnations, and when you receive the information from the teacher or the master, your evolution is accelerated. So you can go to other levels, and in the future you can go to other planets. That's the object or the goal from this philosophy. This is not a religion, because all the religions are welcome here. If you believe in the mind's power, you are welcome here. Doesn't matter if you are Catholic or from another religion. I said Catholic because in Colombia, the 99% of people are Catholic. And it's different than the United States. You have several religions, but here in Colombia, Colombia is too Catholic.
So
So,
how did you meet Regina and Lucelena, and how did you become a now your name is Maestro Rasur
Rosur,
in the
yes,
organization, and Lucelena is Maestra Lerbe.
that's correct.
Um, First of all, what do those names represent? And then how did you get involved with the organization?
Yes, I was 19 years old when I began in the organization in Medellin, Colombia. And my father's friend, Gabby, she invited to me to go to the Regina Center in Medellin, and I was so afraid because I thought, oh my gosh, that is not good because maybe she's a witch, something like that, and I imagine a place very dark with animals desiccated. I don't know how do you say that, and very like the movie,
Yes,
see in the movie.
she'd be dressed
So
all in black and
exactly,
with pentagrams and
uh-huh. I
animals
was
hanging on hooks with blood on them.
exactly that's correct, and scars and something like that. And I was so nervous. So one day, she was watching to me eating because she prepared a lot of food, delicious food. She's died right now, but when I was younger, she cooked for me because I like the food. Huh? So she was watching me, and he said, I know how to invite Roberto because she doesn't want to go to the Regina Center. I invited him to take a lunch because he likes a lot the food. So I accepted because I like the food,
Yes.
and I went to the Regina Center. And when I arrived, that was a Friday, and they have a ritual, a special ritual, and Tuesdays and Fridays. When I arrived there, my wife, Luz Elena, was doing the ritual. So she was working with some water, special water, magnetized water to get luck to the people. And we received the water like uh, she spread the water to the people, and we put the hands like this. So I asked the to the Gabby's son that was with me, hey, is do we have to pay with this for this? And he said no, 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 it's free. So we repeat again, and we repeat again to receive more luck, and that day was very wet to us because we were uh, like a shower, no, uh, with the water, and that was the first time that I knew Lucelena, and I began to work there like a painter, and we have a relationship, and that was 40 years ago.
So that was a lucky day. Not only
Yeah,
did the water really worked well for you.
uh-huh. I think she magnetize me with the water.
Well, it has a long-lasting effect if that's the case.
Uh-huh.
How did you
Exactly.
how do you choose your names within the organization? If you're Maestro Rasur, are those like saints or are
Okay,
those
the name is a spiritual name, and the master, she choose a name for the disciple. So Regina 11 gave me that name, and Regina gives the names to other people in the organization because it's it's a special name that has co-vibrations with good energy.
Oh, I
So it's
see.
like a mantra, like a
Right.
mantra. She gives a mantra, and she plays with the your name and um, other words. So she choose the the name for you.
Oh, I see. So you don't get to just like pick something out of the telephone book and go, I like that one.
Uh,
So,
yes, yes.
um, so how did how did Regina, I remember watching that little documentary you made, and that was very interesting because I didn't know any of that. Apparently, she was born in Colombia in the countryside somewhere. And how did she emerge from just being born in Colombia to becoming this international, uh, basically she's kind of a celebrity. Um,
Yes, that's true.
I mean, maybe not in the English speaking world, but definitely in the Spanish speaking world. Um, tell me a little bit about her journey from her beginnings to how she became, you know, yeah, at the head of this huge organization that has, I think, millions of followers, right?
Yes, that's true. Regina, she's so magnetic, and she has a power for the people because she cultivates people. I don't know, maybe it's for the energy that she makes, and anything. It's like maybe her character. I don't know. So it's something strange.
Charisma.
Charisma is
Yeah.
that's the word. And one day, when she was beginning as a master, a disciple from for her, uh, she invited to the church here in Bogotá. It's a cathedral, very famous in Bogotá. In the Plaza de Bolívar, it's a center in the city, and uh, 5,000 people were in that mass because well, it was a mass of celebration of her birthday. So the politics here saw that, but they didn't think, oh, Regina is a person that attracts a lot of people. She can be our leader. No, they think, no, I have to attack that woman because that woman has a lot of power on the people. So they take pictures because the place was crowding, the church was plenty of people, and the Plaza de Bolivar also. So that was amazing. Yeah. So another day in the press, in the newspapers, appeared which were doing a mass in the Plaza de Bolivar. So that was an attack to her, and she decided to begin as a politician because the politics attacked her. So
Yes.
that was the first time that she incurs in the politic area.
Yeah, she was a senator, I believe, right?
Yes, twice, and she was candidate for the president of Colombia and several times.
Wow. And Lucelena was a senator as well.
That's true.
And I
Yes.
remember when I visited you, uh, you both took me to the inside of the Parliament building, and I
Uh,
was like, wow, I know these people, and I'm here inside. I know more about the Colombian government than I know about my own. That was amazing. Um,
uh-huh.
but she did that for 2 terms, and then did she succeed in changing any laws or anything of that sort?
Yes, she was very controversial because she had a lot of new thoughts, and she attacked the people that are not correct in the government. So she got people that loves her and people that hate her.
Yes,
So that was the problem. Yes, had a lot of people that friends and that people like enemies. So in the future, she was captured for the guerrillas because she has a lot of power. So she was kidnapped for 6 months
I
when she
remember
was
that.
60 years old.
6 months.
6 months.
Wow. Was she abused during that time?
Yes, but the group of guerrillas was very scared because they saw that she has powers because sometimes she was 60 years old and she knows all of the thoughts that they have. So they was impressed about that, no? And sometimes she fought, but he levitated. So they saw that in the jungle, but that was in the jungle in the Valle del Cauca in Colombia, and they saw that she has powers, mental powers. They were very scared about that. So the plan was to kill her because a politician paid for that, but
Wow.
uh, they love her because during the capture she cured a lot of problems that they have, healthy problems. So they love her at the end. So,
Wow.
they didn't kill her because she loved her. Yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing story. Um,
Uh-huh.
did is Colombia has gotten better. I know everybody when they think of Colombia, they think of this crazy drug cartel country, but that's not really true anymore, is it? It's gotten a lot better over the years.
No, it's not true because, everybody around the world think that in Colombia, everybody has a plant of marijuana at the backyard. That's not true.
And a machine gun.
And yeah, exactly. In a machine gun. You saw that, no, when you were here.
Yeah,
Bogotá is very nice. Is the first city that is visited in Colombia. The first place is Bogotá. Bogotá is the winner. The second is Medellin because it has a weather very beautiful. It's like um, it's not hot, it's not cold. It's very nice. And the other is Cali. Cali is hot. We have a lot of temperature because we have a lot of mountains, so we have levels of temperatures very uh, different. So it's like a paradise for us because we don't have snow, and every all of the year is very nice. So the problem is the jungle because Colombia has a lot of jungle because we have a lot of nature. and the guerrillas go to the jungle, and they made the marijuana and cocaine on those places to get money, and that's the problem. Yes, that's the problem. But Colombia is not a drug maker. It's the guerrillas that do that right now.
I know this is a different topic, but since it's in the news right now, how does Colombia get along with your neighboring Venezuela, which we all know what just happened there with the US going in and taking out Maduro? Is Colombia affected by refugees from Venezuela and the the repercussions from that kind of political event that's going on? Just I know those are big countries and there's a lot of jungle between you, but still, it is a neighbor. How is that affecting Colombia at the moment?
A lot, because when we receive Venezuelan people, we receive good people and bad people.
Yes.
So that's the problem. And right now, so they are very worker because they are good people. One day, the Colombian people have to go to Venezuela because here in Colombia was not good. So right now is the opposite. The Venezuelan people are here. Some people are very nice, very educated, but other people is so bad. I mean, so that problem is the problem is the insecure in the city. Yes, and the cities are insecure, and sometimes the works, the jobs that the Colombian people have are affected because the Venezuelan people take them. So that's the problem.
There's also a huge influx of immigrants going through Colombia to go through Panama, and then a lot of them are ending up here in the United States as well, where we've gotten a lot of our illegal immigrants, which is obviously a huge problem in the United States that everybody's debating at the moment as we're facing the ICE, where some people hate them and some people love them, and it's the Americans are battling it out over all this stuff. It's like, oh gosh. But
Yeah.
I know Colombia is a focal point where a lot of this is going on, so I'm sure you're affected quite significantly by it. But okay, back to La Regina. Um, how when did exactly did she start the Saurología? Was that after she got involved in politics, or did she start her organization before she got into politics?
She got the organization before, so
Before.
she had to go to the politic because she was attacked for the politicians.
I see. Because of her organization.
Uh-huh, exactly.
Now, when she became involved in the government, did she still keep her role as the leader of the organization? Or how did I mean, because senators are like full-time jobs, or at least they should be. I don't know if our senators do anything in the United States, but um, it sounds like a very stressful, busy job. Did she have to step down while she did that, or
Mm.
did she
But
continue doing both?
Regina was alone because she had a lot of power because people love her, but she doesn't have leaders. So when you arrive to the government, you are a president for a country, you need senators. And she didn't have senators, she didn't have leaders. So what's the problem with Regina? Maybe if she has more leaders, maybe she can get the presidency of Colombia. but she didn't for that reason. And she was alone. She was alone. That's the problem because people loves her, but other person no, uh, is not welcome. That's the problem because she was the only leader. So Regina tried to finish with the problem with the homeless people because we have a lot of homeless people in Medellin and Colombia because the drugs. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Maybe it's the same thing that in the United States. I saw in
Yes.
some cities that is a huge problem. Yeah.
Well, you were just here in San Francisco, and I'm sure you saw homeless people. We have a huge problem here,
Yeah.
and they honestly, I don't think they want to solve it. I think they want to keep society unstable. So
Exactly.
our politicians definitely have agendas that suit them and them only. And it's
Exactly.
usually about getting rich.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So
But
Regina made some laws in the Senate, but because he was alone, those laws disappeared like that,
oh,
disappeared. And she wants to work for the farmers because Colombia is a, a place that makes a lot of food to the continent, to the America, and to other countries in other um, places like Europe and everything. We have uh, cafe or coffee, banana to export. We have emeralds. This country is so rich, but the governments are so poor.
and I remember there were like all these exotic fruits that
Exactly.
that we've never heard of up here. And it was like, wow, you just like it's like a whole buffet of
Uh,
fruits that it's like, wow, where have these been all my life? Some of them were delicious.
exactly. Yes. The food in Colombia is very famous around the world, and we have chefs, international chefs, very known in around the world too. Some people come here to the restaurants only to try the food, and they go back to the countries because the food in Bogota is very famous around the world.
I was surprised how big Bogota was. I didn't realize it was just huge. It was like Mexico City or something.
Uh-huh.
It was like I don't know what it is now, but it was like 9 million people back then, 10 years
Exactly.
ago. And I'm sure it's probably grown since then.
Uh-huh.
Do you attract I'm sure you attract a lot of peasants from the countryside, and I'm sure all the immigrants from other countries probably go right to Bogota, right?
Uh-huh. Yes, Bogota is very nice. So, and right now is the government is constructing the metro. So we'll have metro in maybe 6 months, maybe 8 months.
Oh,
And
nice.
uh-huh. And that will be good because Bogota is so huge, so that will help to people to go to other places and everything. So it's a cosmopolitan city here in Bogota.
Well,
And yeah,
I remember when I visited and we were driving to these places, it was like it takes an hour to get there, and it's like 45 minutes of that is just driving through Bogota to get out of Bogota.
uh-huh,
And then
exactly.
the site was just like on the other outside of Bogota, but that's a
Uh,
good hour away. It's just like massive.
yes, that's true. And the first city is Bogota to visit in Colombia, and the second one is Medellin. A lot of people from the United States, and they are seniors, are coming to Medellin because they like the weather, and the people also. So, uh, is you can see a lot of American people walking in Medellin.
Are you getting a lot of Americans moving there?
Yes, a lot.
Do you, a lot of people are they now learning English in Colombia?
Yes, the English is the international language around the world, and because we have a lot of people from other countries that speak English, the people are practicing the language, so they are getting a good English because they are practicing with the tourism that is coming every day.
Now, when I was there, Regina had three centers, one in Bogotá, which I visited, one in Medellin, and then another in Cali. Does she still have all three of those?
Yes, right now she has three centers. The Calis is not working right now because Regina is 90 years old almost, and next this year in 1926 she will be 90 years old. So she doesn't have the same mobility to go to other places, and she's very slow right now for her age. So it's complicated for her.
Right.
But Medellin and Bogota right now, they have a lot of activities every day, and people are going permanently every day.
Now, before she got older and couldn't travel as much, did she go to other countries and do tours and like a concert or something where she did events at certain
Yes,
venues?
before she was going to Panama, and the places are crowded, and she went to Europe. She was in France teaching her knowledge, and that was crowded too. She attracts a lot of people. I don't know how it's a power, I think. The charisma, do you say?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And when the place when she arrived, she attracted a lot of people. She was in Peru, she was in Italy, in a lot of places. She was very successful for that. But right now, we are the masters that she made. We have an identification. It's a spider. All of her master, we wearing this spider. I don't know if you can see it. Mm,
Yes.
It's like this.
Wow, that's a big spider.
uh, because the spider is very sensitive, and she has a net. The spider has a net, and the net that everything that happened in the net, she received that vibrations. And we are
Oh,
making a net of energy too for when we are working with the knowledges of Regina, we are giving a conscience to people, and the people that belongs to Regina are around the world, and we are teaching around the world the message from Regina that you have powers, and God is inside of you. God is not outside of you. You have a piece of God. So if you will kill a person, for example, you can say, "Oh my gosh, if I kill other person, I kill part of God because that guy has a piece of God inside." So it's very important when you discover that God is not in a book or in a religion. God is inside of you. And when you discover that, you can develop your powers of mind and your spirit.
yes, and that's exactly what all the people who want to control us don't want us to know.
Exactly.
They want us to think we're dependent on them for the
Uh-huh.
answers when
Uh-huh.
really we have all that inside of us. And it sounds to me like her mission has been simply to make us realize that we can activate that within ourselves, and that's where our power lies.
Mhm.
And then if we come together, we can create a spiritual spider web
Exactly.
that is, you know, the where all the parts together are stronger than the individual. So, um, but as we all know, everything in this world is a battle. You can't just go out and do anything. And if you're actually succeeding, like she has, she's going, obviously, she has faced some extreme opposition, which even got her kidnapped and nearly killed. But here she is, almost 90 years old and still going.
Still going, yeah, that's true.
It, wh-
Yes.
which is amazing. She's totally amazing. I'm like when I think about it, it's like, wow, I know these people. They're larger than life,
Uh-huh, exactly.
but
The
they're
problem
not.
is, problem is that the religions around the world has oh, to hide that reality that you have a piece of God inside of you. Only maybe the Oriental civilization like Japan and Chinese, I was visiting them and they teach you that you have God inside of you, and the Indians also from India.
Yes.
Exactly. But here, the Catholic in the Occident, in the that you say the West area, try to cover that reality. That is not good. Yes, but um, for example, in Japan, the religion uh, of the Buddha, they say Buddha taught that you have God inside of you and you can be a Buddha like him. Yes. But here you say that you want to be like Jesus Christ is like uh, is a insult or something like that for the Catholic people. Yes. But the problem is the Jesus Christ or the Christ is not a name, it's a level of the spirit. So you can go, you can get to be a Christ if you want, because when you discover your power inside, you can do things better than Jesus Christ, because he said a lot of people will come here and they will do things better than me. So uh, the power is inside, not outside.
Right. Somewhere in the history of Europe, they all went crazy and
Uh-huh.
they lost that connection. And when they lost that connection, they became hungry for power. And then that led to everything that has happened since. And
Exactly.
I don't know, these days it it seems like it gets talked a lot about that who's to blame for all this? And sometimes a lot of people will blame aliens. Like, what do you think? Did aliens come here and take us over and then create religions and create all these ways to conquer us so that they could take over the planet? I hear that a lot. What do you think with that kind of uh, theory?
Okay, that theory is uh, that the theory that Regina saw in her trances. It was that the the aliens or extraterrestrials, they uh, bring some genes here to the earth. That's why we have a lot of races. You know that we have Chinese people is different like us. We have the Latin people that is a mix of different races. And we have the Nordic people, like you, for example, you're very white. It's because you are going, your parents or your ancestors are coming from the north, and it's because the different races of extraterrestrials put some genes here from different planets. So we are here uh, connecting because with the relationship that we have, and that's why we have a lot of races right now, different races. And the religions were invented because we are very slow in the in the evolution. So they created that because it was necessary, because we were like caverniculous or very you know very animals before. Yes, we kill and we don't drive our our feelings. Yes, so they have to create that like a break, so uh, we can drive the animals inside that we have. But right now, the the humanity is more evolutionated. That's why everybody is talking about the extraterrestrials and the UFOs that is around the different places. I think you have a lot of UFOs in the United States, but I didn't see anything when I were living in the United States. But statistics says that the extraterrestrials are very common in the United States because it's so huge. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of UFOs here because we have a lot of mountains. Yes. And the extraterrestrials are the explanations because some civilizations are very advanced, like the Egyptians, for example, with the pyramids, and they know about the airplanes. For example, we have here in the Museum of Gold in Bogotá, is very famous. They have little airplanes in that time that doesn't exist, and they have little planes made for the Indians here. So it's because maybe the humanity has before um, airplanes, they have spaceships, but that disappeared because maybe was a huge, um, maybe the oceans was going higher and disappeared with all of those civilizations. So we have to start again. Huh? But the extraterrestrials are checking all of that of those places and those problems, and they are permanently caring of us permanently.
So some people will say that some of these UFOs aren't really from other planets, that they're actually from inside the Earth. Do you think that's true or possible? Or I mean, it sounds logical to me. It's like we don't really know what's even on our own planet. There's all kinds of stuff here that we still don't know about. So some of these species very well could have come from the Earth and they're just hiding in underground or in the mountains. Now, supposedly here in the United States, most of these underground beings live, like in the deserts where there's less population. But then there's places like Mount Shasta where supposedly a city called Telos exists. Now, do you think these are real physical places, or do you think they're places that exist on a higher dimension? So maybe they're spiritual cities or whatever.
it's probable because the extraterrestrials has a very advanced technology. So that you see like a miracle or magic is technology, but very advanced than us. And for example, on the moon, there are places with the extraterrestrials. They are watching our planet because we can destroy the planet with our arms, nuclear arms. So there are places inside the Earth because the Earth, there are several civilizations inside the Earth, inside the land, because they have a lot of technology there. And we have a visit from other people that those planets are all water. So we have the people that has a technology to live inside the seas in the on the earth. So for reality, we have a lot of extraterrestrial inside in the planet, but on the world, under the, how do you say that? And under
Inner
land.
Earth.
Yes, exactly. So um, the extraterrestrials are not, they are covered or they are hidden because we are not prepared. When we'll be prepared, maybe our technology will be more advanced, so they will appear, but they are waiting the evolution of our humanity. But it's very soon because a lot of people are connecting the conscience like that. So maybe in 6 months, 6 years, will we have news about the extraterrestrials. So the extraterrestrials are our fathers because they make some mixed with the races because they have a lot of technology to mix the genes. So they are creating new races because the problem is that they are very mental and they lost the feelings. Yes, and we are very sensitive on the earth, so they need uh, that that sensibilization to get advanced. That's why some places the people see a spaceship and they were taken for them, and the extraterrestrials analyze that body and they subtract the genes to mix with them with them and to get a new race, but the race that has sensitive and feelings that they lost.
So it's often talked about that most of humanity's technological achievements were actually given to us by extraterrestrials. Do you believe that to be true, or are we truly capable of innovation on our own terms? I think it's probably a little bit of both. Maybe they gave us some clues to get started, and then, but you hear a lot about extraterrestrials don't exist, and it's all the government doing all this, especially the United States government and the German Third Reich and all that kind of stuff. Um, what do you think about all that?
Yes, some spaceships are fallen on the Earth. So the United States and Russia and other advanced countries uh, have taken them and analyzed that science that the spaceships have, and and because, for example, the internet that we have right now maybe was taken from for those sophisticated machines that fallen fall, has fallen on the earth. So mm, I think the extraterrestrials sometimes they have connection with us in person, like this, like we are here, and spiritual connections also. For example, the movies that we have right now, Avatar, for example, is inspiration of the extraterrestrials to the director, so we can see the probability of other worlds. Um, so we can see another planet in the imagination, but in the dreams they put some tips, yes, some messages to the people, so they can make the movies and show the probability that the extraterrestrial life exists.
Yes, it does seem like science fiction is disclosure. So that would mean that the government knows about all this stuff and they're preparing us to for it to be all revealed. So that makes me wonder, does our government have any control, or is it just a charade of extraterrestrials who actually control everything behind the scenes? Do are governments basically just puppets of extraterrestrials?
Yes, I think there are bad extraterrestrials and good extraterrestrials, but the good extraterrestrial they have uh, the power to stop them, to stop the bad extraterrestrials, because their technology are more advanced. So we are uh, protected with the good extraterrestrials, and we don't have problem with the bad extraterrestrials because I think the bad extraterrestrial has to destroy the planet and maybe our life because they don't like that we are in the future advanced because they didn't see the present, they see the future, our potential, because the human being are very they are working. A lot of people here in the planet are working about the power of mind and the spiritual thing, and they see that will be very advanced than them in the future because we have the feelings that they need, yes, that they lost. So maybe are jealous. The other extraterrestrials are jealous about that, about them because we have uh, the feelings that they don't have it. Yes, they are very mental. Yeah, that's the problem.
So in a way, what Regina and the organization you're in, what you're doing is you're helping humanity prepare for this revealing of all these extraterrestrials and a greater universe of other life that's out there that we have been denied any contact, at least on a planetary scale. So, does Regina actually communicate with extraterrestrials?
Regina has masters, and those masters are extraterrestrials.
Okay.
So she said that she came from a planet named Crano. Crano. It planet was in the you can see in the heaven three stars. That is the Orion. Maybe. One of those stars has a planet named Crano. Crano. So she's a master from Crano. Uh, when you finish here the evolution in the planet Earth, you go to other planet. And maybe the first planet that you will visit is Crano. When you made a mistake in that place, you are returned to the Earth to be a master of the other people that is that is trying to evolutionate it like you. Yes. So that's happened with Regina, and maybe that was happened with Jesus. Jesus go to the other planet, but he made a mistake there, so he was sent here to the planet to be liked to other people to get an evolution.
So in a way, what would you think that this planet is a place for punishment or a place or a kind of a school or both? Is it like
Both.
is it like you were bad, so you're coming here and you're gonna be re-educated and you're only gonna get to go to these other places when you get it right here. And because of the limitations we have in the 3D world that we live in, that our powers are limited, we can make mistakes here. Whereas if you make a mistake somewhere else, are the consequences much greater?
You are here to learn how to be God, because when you have a lot of reincarnation after that, you will lose some parts of your body. For example, there are extraterrestrials that they don't have ears. Some extraterrestrials they don't have some fingers, only 3 fingers. And when you are in other planets, you are losing parts of your body. And at the end, you lose all of your body, and you will be energy, only energy. When you get that, you will be God, because you don't have to wash your body, you don't have to eat food like us, you don't have to go to the bathroom, you are energy. When you get that, you will be God. So that is the goal to the extraterrestrials, to take us to that place, and we the extraterrestrials help us to go there, they will go too. Yes. So it's a interest, is a goal that everybody that is has conscience go to that place, the spiritual place. So the extraterrestrials um, are helping us to evolutionate it, because if we do that, they will be happy to be a god also. Yes, because this matter is very complicated. So this is a school. This is a school, but you have karmas. The karma is not a punishment; is the consequence that about your mistakes. Yes. So when you are paying a karma because for example, you killed somebody in another life, you have to be killed in this life. Yes. So some people died very early, when they are young or a baby, and some people are dead when they are very old. It's because el karma. So maybe you kill another people in other life, so you have to die very early. Yes, so that's the difference. But it's a consequence about your acts in another life. You have to be happy in the next life and the next reincarnation. You have to be correct in this life, so you can prepare your future reincarnations, being good in this life.
So is it possible for this world to be evolved enough that we do live in a paradise here? Or is that not possible here? We just are here to learn what's how to do things wrong so that we can not do things wrong when we go to the next world? Is this like a place that shows us what what it looks like when everything is wrong? Because everything seems wrong,
Uh-huh.
at least from the surface.
Mhm.
But obviously, like you said, if it was totally bad, we would have destroyed ourselves a long time ago. So there's obviously somebody somewhere looking at us and protecting us from the worst. But yet there's still homelessness, there's still all this stuff. Are you saying that these things exist because these people are experiencing the karma? I mean, is there a reason somebody's homeless? Do they deserve it? I mean, an argument. Like, did this child deserve to be molested because it was their karma? Or was this child innocent and somebody just violated their free will? I mean, that is a very how do you determine those things?
Yes, we are evolutionating in our reincarnation in this life, and right now we are learning a lot of things with our lives. But in the future, you won't make more mistakes because you will be conscious. The missing of the conscience is the problem. So that's why you make a lot of mistakes because you don't know who you are, really, who you are. You are God. You are a piece of God, so you are God. So in the future, when you are connecting your conscience, you will more sophisticated in your acts. So you will teach a lot of people and you will be good. And so you are, mm, you will be more knowledge. How do you say it? More, mm, when you know a lot of things, you will get a wisdom. Yes.
Okay.
So with that you will be a light for other people that is going back to you. Yes. So uh, you asked me about the planet is a paradise. Yes, the planet is a paradise. The problem uh, is us because we are created, the government, the system, the capitalism, the socialism are made from the human beings. Yes. So the problem is us. Yes. When we change that, our mind, our spirit, more sophisticated, all those things will disappear because the problem is the unconscious of the human being. So in the future will be 1,000 years of peace on the earth because the extraterrestrials will be here to visit us and will take care the power of the world. Yes, but we have a lot of bad things like earthquakes, and a lot of devastations on the planet, and the extraterrestrials will come here as savers. Yes, and they will organize the planet like a real how do you say, the real paradise that
Okay.
we hope, because the problem is the human being, not the planet.
When when is this supposed to happen? Everybody's ready. I think some of us are ready. It's like, let's just get on with it. But yeah, it seems like it gets crazier every day.
Yes. Well, right now the scientific people are seeing an object. Atlas is some people say that it's a spaceship. No, it's not a rock. It's a spaceship, and maybe that will be in. We are in 2026. Yes, maybe in 2030, 30 to 2033 will
Okay.
be the visit. We are hoping that because we have how do you say that? It's a like a ruler mind. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, the extraterrestrial doesn't have the mind like us. Is like one is first, two is second, and like that. No, they are expecting something that happened, that is the conscience, and when that happened and other things, they will come here to organize the planet. So will be visited for them, and they will be the people that will govern the world.
Wow. So we're looking for some major changes in the very near future.
Uh-huh. It's near
And
because the
it
humanity are
and it
advanced.
and it's amazing how much, I mean, I don't really feel that old. And my life is like this tiny little blip
Uh,
in all of time. And so much has changed in
uh-huh.
that short time.
Exactly.
It's totally amazing.
The
So,
governments around the world, they knows that. The United States, Russia, China, they knows that the extraterrestrials exist. They are inside the planet, out the planet, around the planet. They are here, real right now. And some races are like you, white, normal, and you can say you can see a person on the street, and you say hello, how are you, and you don't know that it's an extraterrestrial, because so they are so identical like you, so they can live inside the society. So they can go to the restaurants like you, they can go to the hotels like you, and everything, and you don't think that it's a extraterrestrial. Why? Because they are studying us. They are, living with us. So it's the same that we do with other civilizations in Amazon and every places. So they are doing the same thing. You you talk with a guy, excellent English, not like me, excellent English, and it's an extraterrestrial.
so do you think there are other, like, you know how there's like reptilians and that mantis, the insect beings, are they here as well?
Okay, I didn't believe before in reptilians. That for me that was so rare, so strange. But I I was practicing the third eye, and the Regina uh, taught us to see the third eye, or yes, she said, and she called that the point blue or green, and it's here in the on the forehead. So I was practicing one day, and I was very concentrated, and I saw a beautiful woman talking to another guy that was watching in my third eye. I didn't believe in the reptilians at all. I didn't believe that. But I saw that when she finished the conversation with that guy, she went to another place, and she took the face away. And I
Whoa.
saw that in my third eye. What? It was a reptilian.
Wow.
And, but no ugly reptilian, was a beautiful reptilian, because they are beautiful. They are not ugly when 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 the people shows that them in the internet. No, it was, so they are different like from that, but they are beautiful. Yes.
Well, maybe
So
some of them are ugly. Maybe they just have reptilian beauty contests for the most beautiful ones. I don't know.
so maybe I saw a beautiful reptilian. I don't know if maybe they are ugly too. You know,
Well, I
you
guess
never know.
you believe
Huh?
now they exist.
Exactly. And so that from that time, maybe it was 2 years ago, I saw that reptilians does exist.
Yeah,
So I
because
had to accept, yes, they they exist.
yeah, we hear a lot of wild things these days, and reptilians have been one of those things I've had a hard time believing too. But at the same time, I don't want to really meet one either because that would be freaky. But yeah, it's like it seems like every day all these wild things that people have been saying for years are actually seeming more real.
You can say that reptilians are bad. I think in the universe there are a lot of things. Maybe there are reptilians, bad reptilians, and good reptilians. Yes, but you can say no. All reptilians are bad, are uglies. No, maybe in this universe there are a lot of things that you can imagine. Yes, so mm,
Well,
it's possible
they
that
probably think we're ugly. So,
yeah, exactly. Uh-huh.
it's
You
all
say, no, they are ugly, but maybe they think the same.
it's all perspective.
Exactly. Uh-huh. And it's because the planet, maybe the planet that they have, they needs to be like them. Like, yes. For example, and in on the Earth, 1,000 years ago, the planet was destroyed, and a lot of dinosaurs were here. Yes, if they didn't disappear, maybe will be reptilians because the the dinosaurs that disappeared were more advanced than the mammals, that the other animals. So maybe if didn't if they weren't destroyed, will be reptilians.
And maybe some of them did survive and,
Exactly.
you know,
Uh-huh. And maybe in
because
another planet, the reptilians were advanced, no the mammals, you know? Maybe that's why, or maybe they are living inside the Earth, inside the planet, and in those underworld places. And one day they will be mm, go or they will be appear. So you never know.
and also they were around millions and millions and millions of years before us, which
Uh-huh.
gave them more time to evolve. So they could very well develop the ability to disguise themselves
Uh-huh.
and to whatever they want. Like that movie. Have you seen that movie They Live?
I know that they have laws and they they are commanded for other civilizations more advanced, and if they broke those laws, they will be um, punished. So that maybe they don't. That's why they don't appear right now, because they have a laws that we are in advance. We are uh, in a process. So when that process finishes, they will appear, but we are not prepared right now because the extraterrestrials appears right now, everything changed. The politicians, the politic, the religion, everything changed. And the
And it
United States wasn't we won't be the first potential on the world that disappeared.
and
That
it
will be
really
disappeared.
and it really needs to change because everything's a mess these days.
Exactly.
Um, do you know which extraterrestrials are assisting us?
Yes, we are assisting from the moon because in the moon is a place for of a lot of extraterrestrials from other places are together there, uh, working for us, to watching us, to protect us. So, so on the moon there are maybe 60 different races. Yes, we have people here from the, I don't know how to say in English, but the seven sisters is a. Let me check the planets. Maybe let me check the planets here because I don't know how to translate the names from the Spanish to the English. So we have people from Crano, maybe from the Regina is coming. That is the Cinturón de Orión or Orion Belt, yes. And the Sirio is a star that there are three different suns. Maybe we have here people from Syria. Nicolas Tesla was coming from maybe that place, and the Akhenaton pharaoh from Egypt, and Pleiades is other place. Pleiades,
Pleiades.
Pleiades,
Pleiades.
Pleiades,
Pleiades.
Pleiades.
Or something like that. Pleiades.
Uh-huh.
Pleiades. I know it's hard to
Uh-huh.
say these different things in different languages, but
They are blonde. They are people from that place are blonde with blue eyes, green eyes. So it's like you. So you can talk with them, and you say, "No, it's a American guy." No, it's not American guy. It's a extraterrestrial.
okay, wow.
Uh,
I think are they called the Nordics?
Nordics, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe they put the genes here on the planet from from their planet. So maybe all of the Nordic race came from Pleiades. Pleiades.
So we are all extraterrestrials. Our genetics came from somewhere else.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
So are there any indigenous species on this planet, or was everything put here?
Indigenous species?
Yeah, indigenos.
Indigenous.
Yeah.
Indigenous. Yes. I think for example, the races from Asia, from Japan, from Korea and China, they were coming from another planet that is far away from us. And they were putting the genes from them here. And the Pleiades, um, the extraterrestrials had a mistake from Pleiades because the extraterrestrials from Pleiades, they saw the terrestrial women's very beautiful, so they mixed with them. That was before Jesus Christ. That was in the Genesis, the Genesis story. They told that the people from Pleiades mixed with the women's from here, and I think the men's too. Yes, and appears giants, very giants, and some of those were good, and some of those were bad. So the bad giants destroyed the planet and people here. So maybe appears a cataclysm that destroyed them. Yes, that is the Noah time. That was the Noah time, and other people was very advanced because they had genies from Pleiades, so they were in the Atlantida. They construct the Atlantida, and because they had the mix, they get the spaceships to get to other planets also because they received the technology of their parents.
Hmm. Wow.
So when you saw the things of the past very advanced, is because extraterrestrial. Because if you don't put the extraterrestrials in the story of the human being, the human being is not, it doesn't have any explain, because why other civilizations made the pyramids so that's very sophisticated, and they need some advanced machines and everything, but the story that they say that with a simple hammer they made all of those things. That doesn't have an explanation. It's
I agree.
ridiculous. Exactly.
I agree. I mean, I studied biology in college,
Really?
and they biologists cannot explain why humans have a fused set of chromosomes.
Uh,
No other species does, and they don't know how it happened. They don't know when it happened, but somewhere along the line, something changed us from primates. They mixed us, and we just became this other thing that is unlike every other thing on the
Exactly.
planet. So it's like the only way it makes sense is if you add the extraterrestrials to the equation. So
Exactly. Uh,
even though they don't tell us that officially, um, if you can think this through, it's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. So luckily, so we is your getting back to this Saurología, is your organization like an educational establishment, or is it more like a prayer meditation establishment? Or like, do you have classes, or do you just get together? Because when I see the videos on Facebook that you post regularly, you're doing all kinds of things. You're mostly singing and dancing, and it's like you're having a party, fiesta.
Yes, it's because our master is very festive. Yes, he's so hyper all the
She makes
time.
it fun.
Exactly. Uh-huh. It's because Regina is like that.
But is there like, are there like books that you study or courses, or is it just like rituals?
Yes, you began the studies in the Saurology with a course. It's a beginnings course, and when you have that course, you continue with another course called the advanced course. So you get in those courses rituals and secrets that we have, because the humanity is not prepared to receive that knowledge. So when you are advanced, you are receiving those rituals and secrets that we have. Yes, and there are another courses that they are special courses that you receive powers like to develop the third eye, powers like the trances, or put the spirit outside, the powers to cure people, something like that. And if you want to continue, you can get a leta. Leta is a person that want to be a master in the future. It's a preparation to be a master. And when you are a leta, you can ask to the master, to Regina, you can say to her that you want to be a master. So she decides who is a master. Yes, and she choose. You are the master. You will be a master, and you are a master. But you can say to anybody that you have to be quiet. And when you receive the master, everybody knows that like a surprise. Yes, because you have to take the secret maybe 1 month to 3 months, 1 year. I don't know. So that is the process. Yes. But the goal is to be a master. And the goal is that you have to be a correct person in all ways. That is very difficult because when you are correct in all ways, you can develop the powers of mind and spiritual powers because the masters, the extraterrestrials, in your dreams, in your life, they put powers, energy on your spirit when you are resting on your bed. So that's the process.
Wow. Is your organization open to anybody across the world, or is it, I would imagine it's exclusively in Spanish,
Uh-huh.
so you would have to learn Spanish to be able to
When,
understand.
when yeah, the problem is the language, is the Spanish, because we don't have a lot of people that speak English or try to speak English like me. So we have right now people in the United States. We have masters in the United States that speak very good English because they were born in the United States. So right now we have few of them. So you can receive a course, beginnings course with that person. We have maybe 5, 6 people. You can count on your
Okay.
fingers, in your hands. And the problem is that, but right now, Lucelena, for example, she speaks very good English. So she maybe can teach you, or the person that is interested about receiving those knowledge. You can contact Lucelena or me, but I don't speak very good English, but I can help sometimes. And that's the problem, because here in Colombia, we speak Spanish, very good Spanish. I think it's the best Spanish on the world. But English is more difficult to get a person that speak very, very good English.
But the good thing is there's a lot of Spanish speaking people in the world, so
Uh-huh.
you are obviously reaching a much larger audience than if you spoke, oh, I don't know, Italian or something, because Italian
Exactly.
is like one country,
Uh-huh.
whereas Spanish is like almost all of South America.
We were in Japan 1 month ago. No, that wasn't. No, no, that was more. We were in October last
It
uh, last
month,
year.
seems like a month
Uh-huh.
ago, doesn't it?
Yes, the time passed very soon. So in Japan, we hear people speaking Spanish on the
Wow,
streets. In Japan, in Korea, people speaking Spanish on the streets. And
really?
Korean people, some Korean people, they like Spanish, and what they were practicing Spanish with
Wow.
us. You speak Spanish? Okay, háblame, yo soy de Corea, pero yo estoy aprendiendo español. So it's incredible. The Spanish and English are maybe together.
Yeah, which
They're
is
very
lucky for you because Korean is a very difficult language.
very difficult. Chinese is more. Oh my
Yes,
God.
Spanish and English are easy in comparison.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
But the other thing is that the masters, the Regina and the extraterrestrials and everything, they don't need language because they have telepathy. So sometimes the extraterrestrial, learn to speak Italian, or learn to speak French, and they can communicate with you from your thought to the thought, to you, from their thought to your thought. So it's incredible. You don't need any language. And when you are sleeping, they can communicate with you in your language. It's
Okay.
incredible
So
because
it's
the
like
energy, huh?
so it's like a universal translator.
Exactly. The energy doesn't have limits. The energy, the thought is a energy. So it doesn't have any limit. It's
So
incredible.
when I think of ascended masters with the powers that you were describing that La Maestra Regina has. Um, I always think of India, like that is where you're gonna find the gurus and the ashrams and all that. How many how many ma masters are there like Regina in the world today?
I know that because I saw that in a trance, and that Regina has 11 masters. One of those are here, living in the planet, and one of those are in other planets. So when I was in Japan and when I was in Korea, I felt the presence of the Regina's masters. That was
Oh, wow.
like a sensation. So that was very strange. But I felt like the presence of the Regina's master, Japan and Korea. So I think some master, there are 11 masters because that's why the name Regina 11 is because she's the 11th master and she's the master of 11 uh, masters here on the planet. So I felt the presence of them. That was very strange. In my dreams, they communicate with me, and I saw the Regina's master that she commands.
And that's exactly why I wanted to interview on my episode number 11 because it felt so appropriate.
Uh-huh. 11. This is the magical name number.
Magic number, yes.
Magic number.
Um, let's see. I just derailed the thought I was going to ask you, but well, is there anything else you would like to discuss or tell about your organization or anything in general?
In general, we are in a excellent moment because a lot of masters at the past, maybe in the future, I don't know, they wanted to live this moment. So um, we have a special time, and we have a gift of the life, and we have to take advance of this time, and we have to be conscious that God is inside of us. We have to be conscious that the extraterrestrials exist and they will come here to organize our planet. And we have to connect the power of us because everybody has mental and spiritual powers. Everybody. The thing is that we don't uh, turn on those powers. They are expecting one day that you turn on that powers. How? You have to look for your power inside of you, no outside, no in the Bible, no in the religion. All of religions are beautiful, but the reality is inside of you, not in a religion, not in a book, is inside of you.
So the whole thing reminds me of Star Wars, you know,
Really? The force.
the Force. It's all within us. And like when you
Exactly.
said you could sense the master in Japan, it's like, it's like Obi-Wan sensing that Yoda's near or something.
Huh? Maybe that movie was inspired for extraterrestrials. Maybe
Yeah, it seems like it's more real than fiction these days.
they are preparing us for the future, because maybe
Yes.
in the future will be a lot of races of extraterrestrials here, different races. So we have to be prepared, mental prepared for that.
It seems like when we have inspiration and we have creativity, a lot of the time it feels like it's being downloaded into us from some other source. And I remember that Nikola Tesla and geniuses like him would say that it just came to them like something was beaming them with energy. that's how they got their inspiration, that they didn't do it themselves. And when I get an idea too, it's like, where did that come from? It's like I didn't sit there with a pencil and figure it out. It just like, there it is.
Exactly.
So
Maybe Nikola Tesla was coming from Mars or Venus because the scientific think that Venus and Mars don't have life. They have life. They have life inside the planet, not on the land. No, it's inside the planet because they have the the knowledge and the science to be there. They
are
have the
they
power to be there.
are they in the same physical world that the same uh so everything's frequencies, right? So we're at this frequency where things are solid and liquid and gas. There's three phases, I guess four if you count plasma, and there's probably more. But are these other races like on in Venus, for example, are they really at a different frequency and they just live in a spiritual realm, or are they actually in the same physical realm that we're in?
Exactly. And another reality is true because the mother nature see take advantage of everything. Yes, for the mother nature is no limits. You can find life in places that you never imagined. So it's possible that you say maybe in the sun can be people, but more advanced than us. Maybe spiritual people there.
So that would mean that we have no idea how much life exists even here on our own planet because if there are spirits here, we can't see them, but they're still here. It's just
Exactly.
that they're on a different frequency.
Uh-huh.
So how many different layers are there? There could be who knows how many, hundreds, thousands,
Maybe there are three universe. The material universe that we have seven levels that we have that that's before we have seven chakras also. And after that, we have the mental universe. That's the angels, archangels, and everything. And they have from the eighth level until the 11th level. After the 11th level, there are the spiritual level that they are more sophisticated. So, can you imagine?
it just keeps going up a ladder.
Exactly. Mhm.
Wow. So, well, let's see. We've been going for well over an hour and a half now. I don't know what your time limit is, but
It's okay.
obviously we could talk about this stuff all day long.
Ah, yes.
So you do have your own podcast. It is totally in Spanish for those who speak Spanish out there. What is the name of your podcast?
It's Rosur Canal. It's
And I'll
uh,
leave that in the links below.
yes, it's Rosur. Rosur is in my spiritual name. You take a space and canal, Canal.
Which means channel in
Channel,
Spanish.
that means channel in Spanish.
So it's the
Yes,
Resur channel.
exactly.
And I've
And
listened to it, trying to perfect my Spanish, and you talk about the same stuff as what we've been talking about today.
exactly.
Uh, all this wild stuff some people still think is totally crazy, but and when you think about it, it is crazy, but reality is crazy in a way. So
Exactly.
it can be crazy and true.
Exactly. Yes,
So,
maybe in the future I can do a channel in English, but I need your help.
okay, maybe we should do a show together or something.
Maybe like that, talking like that, maybe
Yeah,
it's possible. Yeah.
yeah, and yo puedo hablar en español.
Puedes hablar español. You
Necesito
can
practicar.
speak English. Yeah.
I need to practice my Spanish a lot, but I've been trying to listen to las noticias todas las noches en español para perfectar la lengua. So,
Me too. I practice seeing the news on CNN in English and everything. So when you hear another language, you can learn a lot
yeah,
because the practice is the topic that
you have
you
to
need.
do it every day to get fluent. So
Exactly.
I can read it very well, but the listening part is because I don't listen to it enough. So I'm
No?
like, so when I'm in California, we have lots of Spanish speaking people, as you well know. And I'm like, I hear it, but I don't understand every word. And I'm like, I don't want to learn. I want to be able to listen to everything. So I've been making
But
it,
you have a good pronunciation in Spanish. Perfect.
okay,
Very good.
gracias. So I guess we should maybe end the show, but I would love it if you came and back on the show someday. We could discuss more.
Absolutely. Yes.
Awesome.
For me,
And
it's a pleasure.
I don't know, does La Maestra Regina, does she do interviews these days?
Yes, right now, she for her age that she has, she's 90, almost 90 years old. It's not good for her to express. So right now we are receiving powers, like I said before. She made a change of energy in all of the rituals. She put the hands like this, maybe like a pyramid, yes, and she see us through the pyramid, and a sound. Uh, we hear a sound from her. It sound maybe from the plexo solar or solar plex. I don't know how do you say. And she's giving us powers like the um, clairvoyant powers and to get trances or communication with people from other planets. But that I like to have communication with people with other planets. I don't know why. It's like my hobby, I think, but is that really like from the Saurology
Well,
to have the communication with other people from other planets.
well, it's definitely a more interesting hobby than collecting comic books.
Yes.
Um, so does your clairvoyance tell you that all these awful things that we hear on the news, oh, we're gonna have a world war and all this stuff, that's not gonna happen, is it? Because we're being protected, right?
We are protected, but Nostradamus said in the 15th century that will a third world war. So we are expecting that that doesn't happen, but the masters are working so that doesn't happen anymore in on the planet because it's terrible. We have nuclear arms, and that can will destroy the planet. And the extraterrestrials won't permit that because that can affect her planets also, and the people that is inside here from other planets living with us.
That's what I've always heard is that they're not going to solve all our problems because we need to figure it out ourselves, but they're not going to let something like total devastation happen because
Exactly.
it affects everything outside of our world as well. So
Exactly.
that there are limits to what we can do to destroy everything, which is a
Exactly.
good thing because it's kind of scary if we had all the power because we're like little children with like a little 5-year-old driving a car down the street, you know, it's like we're dangerous. We
Uh,
can be.
Before the century, we were like babies for the extraterrestrials. But right now, we are like teenagers. So we are
Teenagers
dangerous.
is still bad, so we need to get to be adults.
Exactly. That's the problem. How
Yeah,
can you be an adult, a spiritual adult?
yes. And it makes it hard for people who are advanced to live here because they have to see all this stupid stuff. It's
Exactly.
like, and it seems like the people running the country, a lot of the governments of the world are children.
Yes, but bad children.
And it's like, how did the children take control of the house, you know?
Exactly.
How did we let this happen?
Uh, I think the extraterrestrials are laughing right now with our leaders.
Yeah, I like that meme
So,
on Facebook that always goes around. It has extraterrestrials looking at their TV set on the spaceship, eating popcorn, going, "It's the best show in the universe right now."
exactly.
And
I
it
agree.
feels like it. Well, Roberto, thank you so much for
My pleasure.
chatting with me today. It was a true pleasure. It was a great pleasure to see you and Lucelena in October when you visited. Unfortunately, it was too short, and I do
Yeah.
look forward to coming back down to lovely Bogota and seeing more of Colombia. I would also love to visit Peru and some of the ancient sites there, including the extraterrestrial ones, because Peru is a fascinating place that's a hot spot of paranormal activity and all the good stuff that we've been talking about. So, we'll give my love to Lucelena and La Maestra Regina, and I hope to talk to you again in the future, near future, hopefully. And we can keep track of all the good stuff that's happening on Earth instead of all the bad stuff.
And please send your link to present this program in my channel too.
I will put the links below once I put this on BitChute, YouTube, Rumble, and what's the other one? Brighteon. So, that concludes episode number 11.
11 with Regina 11.
Regina 11, one of the masters of the modern era that I'm fortunate enough to have known in my lifetime. And everybody have a beautiful, blessed day, and we will catch you next time. Bye.